and I'm gonna be showing you stuff about the location module. So first things first, there's a lot that you can do with this module. These location uh, disks or regions are really specific. Um, they are basically trackers themselves, and you can even set them to move around. So I thought that some really helpful uses of this would be to keep track of specific like projections and even like moving projections would be something cool to do with it. But yeah, there's a lot of different stuff you can track, and yeah, I'm just gonna get into it first by showing how the regions work. So yeah, you have a so we have like a region outline here, and that the size of that is uh you know edited. You can change that in here. And then you also have a tile circle here. You can change the size of that here. The reason why I didn't want to make them both be the same size is because you can do actually a lot of interesting stuff with um, keeping track of whether something comes across the threshold of the volume or whether it comes to the tile if you want to do like hovering interactions and stuff. Um, so yeah, but you can do whatever you want. Um, and yeah, so yeah, every region has a name, um, different parameters. You can choose to um, allow it to activate only when specific IDs come into contact with it within the thresholds that you set. But right now, I just want to have it set to anyone who's coming into contact with the region, it's going to activate. And yeah, you can have it activate on different things, like inside volume, near the volume, or hover band, which is like hovering relative to the floor plane or, whatever plane that the purple disc is on. Yeah, you can change the different colors for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You can duplicate this or, drag it in as a prefab or whatever to add other regions and whatnot. And yeah, I'm gonna now show you how to make a simple state that reacts with when a tracker object comes in the region, the state is gonna turn on. So yeah, I have my name, I'm gonna choose enter region, and the target kind, this is, yeah, like I don't really care about IDs right now, so I just am gonna do the region aggregate signals. And there's more tooltips that explain stuff. So, anyways, so yeah, I have my target kind, and now I'm gonna choose my input. There's a lot of different inputs here, and if you are confused about what specific inputs mean, you can always, just quickly go into the location module code. Right at the top, there's like a bunch of comments and descriptions, but I'm also going to make a document with a list of all the different inputs and specifically like what they mean for each module and stuff, because I know there's a lot of different types of stuff that you can keep track of, and it'd be nice to have a nice simple list. But there's also very, straightforward things that you can just quickly choose, like active. So I just want a state to turn on when the region is going to be active. But you can also get stuff like, depth or, specific distances and, like the count of how many IDs are active in a region and stuff that's very specific and not really necessary for every interaction. So you don't really need to worry about stuff unless you want to. But anyway, so I'm just going to choose active, and then the kind is going to be state, and then the comparator is going to be is true like normal. And then yeah, I'm going to show you what that looks like. Yeah, so you can see as it's moving, you can see that it's activating, and then you also see the state that we made here changing. And yeah, that's pretty much it.